It's been a while. I actually wanted to make a video to explain why and what I've been up to. So, I've been away for, I don't even know now, a while. I don't even, like maybe half a year, maybe even longer. I'm not sure. The reason being is plain and simple, I got burnt out. Not just from making videos, but just from a self hosting perspective, and maybe a lot of you can relate to that. Now, how I got burnt out, I think I was just my goal for making videos were becoming very almost forced. Sponsors were reaching out to me, and I love that, and I love collaborating with sponsors, and I'm happy to make content on sponsors as long as it fits the channel. But it got to a point where it was almost forcing a direction where I was going with the channel. The channel changed from being a simple let's have fun and make content and I'll show you what I'm self-hosting to being very specific, and I think that burnt me out, and it made me step away for a bit. Now, I never made a video saying I was taking a break because the reality is I didn't know if I was going to come back and make a video. And even at this point, I'm still not promising a schedule. I'm wanting to take my channel back to the state of just doing fun things, self-hosting, showing off cool tools, and what I've been up to. And that brings me to what I've been up to and what I've been doing. So I've actually been playing around lately, pretty much redesigning my entire self-hosting stack. So if you're interested in what I've been up to, let me walk you through it. So now that I'm back and I'm playing around with my self-hosting lab again, I needed to bring some inspiration back in, right? I needed an idea on what I want to do, what will bring excitement back. And, making all those videos and creating all that content, it kind of just went into some weird direction. It no longer became my home lab, it became, what can I cover next and showcase, and then I had all these idle tools everywhere. So I've cleaned everything back up and I want to walk you through it because the idea is maybe I can give you some inspiration, and if you want to see dedicated videos on any of the stuff, let me know and I can look into it. Also, there's that docs.techdox.nz. That thing is still going to be relevant, so any sort of guides and anything I've done will be on there. But I want to show you again what I've done. So I've set up a OPNsense firewall now, which is also my router. So if you know the videos I've made on the Zimaboard 2, that there is now my OPNsense firewall router that's plugged into my fiber box, and that increased my speed because I was using like these deco router access points, and that increased my speed from like 400 megabit to 900 and something. It's crazy how big, and the reason for that is I think when you make those little access points and make one a router, it gets like bottlenecked because of all the work it's doing. So seeing that was really cool. Now, as part of the OPNsense, you get some really cool stuff like the IDS. You got the firewall rules, all of that. So I enabled all of that stuff. It's really cool. And if you want to see more about my OPNsense, I can probably show you. I've got the Cloudflare Tunnels, which you're aware of, so that means if I want to expose any of my services to the internet, I don't do any port forwarding, everything goes via a Cloudflare tunnel, so it's nice and protected. And then as you come down to the DNS within my network, I've got Pi-hole, which blocks all the ads. I'm even using Unbound. So Unbound is, as it says there, a local recursive resolver, so it goes straight to the DNS resolvers. You can look more into that if you're interested, but that's part of OPNsense, so that was really easy to enable. And then you've got the DNS sec validation, which is all part of that. So it's really cool, that stack there. I'm really proud of it, and it was really easy to set up because I've been using AI pretty much to help me understand and walk myself through all this. So if I can do it, you can do it. And if you need a hand, I've got my Discord. I'm gonna try to be a bit more active in there and help you out. So with remote access and VPNs, so I've covered most of this anyways. I've got my WireGuard to my home, so that comes in, and so I can connect to my via my iPhone or my MacBook. The way I've got that is the iPhone goes through a full tunnel. So what that means is that it uses my, every bit of traffic goes through my home network, where my MacBook has a split tunnel. So what that means is if I'm just doing work stuff, and I want to be on a VPN for my home network, all of the websites and stuff go through the normal internet, but I can also still access my home network devices and stuff as well if I need to. So it does this cool split thing there. I've also migrated, so I'm also going through the security, wanting to secure all of my stuff, get off a lot of big corporate services. So I've gone to Proton for a lot of my stuff now. So I've also gone to Proton VPN for when I'm out and about and I don't want to be on my home network, but I want to be secure. And I also use YubiKey hardware keys, not just for SSH, but for MFA, all of that. So hardware keys for everything. In my opinion, I don't think that's overkill. I think that's very fair and it's a very good security method to go about. At this stage, I don't think anything is overkill, especially for a home labbing perspective. And then identity and credentials. So I've moved everything to Proton Mail. I'm getting off, the Apple Mail and stuff. Proton password and MFA. And like I said before, I'm using YubiKeys for the MFA authentication. And then device hardening. So as you know, I use a MacBook. So even though I'm trying to get off all of that stuff, I read a nice comment that said, you can go to a point of trying to remove yourself from, almost like de-Googling yourself from everything. But when it starts to impact your workflow, it doesn't really make sense anymore, right? So I draw a balance. I like MacBook hardware. It all works well. A lot of the services that Apple create are very solid. Like the File Vault, the iCloud ADP, so everything is fully encrypted with my keys. All of that stuff I really like, so that's why I've gone with Apple, haven't gone straight to Linux, because it impacts my workflow. And then there's a bunch of cool little tools here, like Lulu, Block, Knock Knock, and Oversight. As you can see here, it tells you what's all happening here. So Oversight, it's a little tool that will pop up if something tries to use my my microphone or my camera. Now, Apple already has like a little light on the screen when that happens, but it's nice to see if what tool is using that. Now, browser and search, this is a bit outdated because it's saying I'm using Orion. I'm not actually using that. I found out some back-end political stuff that was going on that I didn't quite agree with, so I'm not actually using that. I do use Safari. It says work there, but that's more just like my everyday stuff. And try not to use Google for a lot of my searching. That's a preference thing, right? And then the self-hosted services, like I said, I've got my Pi-hole. I've got my NAS that you're familiar that I'm doing. And then I also have my Nginx proxy manager, Cloudflare Tunnels, all of that stuff for exposing those services. So it's a pretty good setup, and it got me excited again into the whole self-hosting aspect of things. So this is like a pretty raw and like unedited video. Again, I just wanted to explain to you where I've been. I haven't dropped off the face of the earth or anything like that. It's just I got burnt out. I needed a reason to make videos again, and this is pretty much the direction I'm going to be taking the channel again. I do have some sponsored content I do want to create, being transparent about it. I'll show you. So TerraMaster sent me their NAS to review. I've been meaning to make a video on this. There's been a few reasons why I haven't made a video. One, I've been burnt out, and two, the problem is that I really appreciate them sending me this to review, but they didn't send me any drives or anything like that, and the drives to make a good review of this are like $1,200. I'm not kidding. NAS drives in New Zealand are insanely priced, and I don't want to just put basic drives in this and then never use it again. It's a waste of hardware. If someone's going to send me something, I want to use it, and I want to use it long term, so I need to find a practical reason for this. Maybe I should have said that no when they offered it to me, but I was in that weird middle stage, and I've been very transparent with them about all of that I'm waiting to be able to get drives before I make a video on this to review it. So in terms of sponsorships, I'm only going to be taking sponsorships that, I don't have to have a script. I don't have to send a video away to get validated before I can post it. Everything I'm going to do on this channel is going to be raw. It's going to be exactly how I want to do it. And I just want to have it as being fun again. I want to be excited to make content again. I don't want to have a strict thing that I have to follow and demonstrate, and that's kind of where I was going. Anyway, ending this off, what would you like to see? I don't know how much traction this video is going to get, but if you want to see any content from me, if you're keen to see a more in-depth view on any part of my stack that I showed you, I'm more than happy to do that. I'm probably going to give a breakdown of my stack and put it on my documents website so you can have a read through in more detail about how all that goes. But yeah, jump in my Discord if you want to have a chat. I'll try be in there more often now that I'm in a better headspace to work in this space again. But yeah, let me know what your thoughts are. How are you going? Let me know what you've been up to, and let's try to get the ball rolling again. As I mentioned, I went from uploading videos once a week or whatever it was every second week. I'm not going to promise a schedule at this point. I'm just going to make this channel fun again and on my time rather than on set schedules for specific requirements. So that's where I'm at. I hope you're all happy. I hope you guys are all being well, and as always, I will see you in the next video, or I'll see you on my Discord. So let's catch up. Bye bye.